Oh yeah, Talking Point platform, TTPTV. Oh yeah, Unale we pledge, we love and loyalty to we sweet, sweet mama salute. Now we all come together as well on for tomorrow. Now we go make salute.
Yes, Fambule, when I welcome back to yet another very, very important segment where they come through the Talking Point platform. As always, we deal with we come on talk them again. One of the common talk where they make rounds at the social media where I know say plenty people now don't they watch, don't know about. Now the US ambassador Rema in statement where he echoed radio 98.1 regarding forget an independent investigation into the just concluded election. What in this mean? We'll get for can put here on a better one. Secondly, again, I know say another but this for Bilonka even yesterday. Arata, not a new name when it comes to thuggery, when it comes to violence, when it comes to the Alpha Shai business in the country. I know say this is a name where a lot of people know. We according to report who they get, I know it mix, but who they just put the clips and who gets now. We know they because we're not able to do any investigation. Some people then say go thief, Okada, the whole and the bitter. Well, some picture then should say Usa don't die, Usa they don't like he don't die. Well, some people then say yes, he don't die. Some which is and I mean it just mix, but like I said, we go cover one of the videos so when I say we get an understanding. Also, we they look at Slash then get that I verify we then design before the election for counter any fake or misleading information at the public for at least we know the truth. Well, in this one, if you are like them, they with then get issue. The last time now with AYV, wherever AYV puts the UK embassy, UK government is happy with President Bill. I verify the Senator too. And today we see then said on dismiss a talk from Dr. Idris Lahai, where talk say about Boku money like $8 million lost na Fatima Bio in womb. And also they look briefly the Inter-Religious Council of Sierra Leone. Now don't get meeting with APC, but we don't know the details. We don't disclose that yet. We just see some photos there. Well, the photos they will see they make rounds on social media and they will put for you for now. And also they see a video where they circulate on social media where Kewisi Pratt, this now the Secretary General for the Socialist Movement Party in Ghana, where they blast ECOWAS. They say they not get the moral upright and the moral stand. They not get any kind leverage for talk about restoring democracy anywhere in the world, not even Niger. So with all this and more, and always we look forward to your comments, your observation, your contribution. They're very important. Help will also learn from you, also benefit from the knowledge. Keep on you and share with the community. Always people can say sharing is caring, and I almost believe that. And perhaps I don't know, maybe we might open the line for let people that add their voice. Say some man is good for talk, some man is good for write, some man is good for write and is good for talk, both sides. But any side you then at this aisle, we appreciate you in our Talking Point platform. If you are the first in this for January, we want to use this opportunity for welcoming you in our Talking Point platform. Yeah, we there for talk issues where the traditional media they shy for talk about. Now we niche when they friend for talk about. Now we they bring car to people. And we who see ourselves as pro-government. We not party for government. We now waiting, we not party for government because we dey criticize them. Because not because we dey criticize them, make we hate government. We no hate government, we dey criticize them when they do the right thing. So then they make we look at and say we not the party for government. So ignore we if we see we will criticize government now, ignore we because we want to let the right thing be done at the country. Consider for subscribe, let you not miss nothing. And people like you also see this one for say, yana like a one-stop shop news, meaning that when you carry all the important news with the makers on the social media, the important one there, you must get her. Well, you know, for like reach this level, you get people that we actually they support it. We community members, and these are people who are fantastic, and you know, we're not able to get the adjective there for describe themselves. We just say they're just two special people there. And they know they support the platform. And Aisha Kesta say, Lord, we see let them share. Okay, now the word now they will help share. Now before we go down, we just I think we need for appreciate people and we actually they support the platform. For example, we receive award for Mary J. We send for we $100. That's a lot. We want for use this opportunity for tell you plenty thank you. Which you know the last time we make appeal and say we need some half team and downtown for guys and don't for set up the studio for set up the platform for make some for buy something. But anyway, they're on that. But I mean, you know, unless somebody pull that kind of money they send say this and contribution, I think say we need for appreciate that. You know, not do one for we, it do one for the love of the country because elect what would you do, you know. So we want to tell you plenty, thank you, Mary. We appreciate you big time. All right, fam, we need to waste time with the camp for can continue with the issue. Better. I want to know say we not get time for this.
Talking point platform for news every day now we country alone for education, entertainment, political affairs, TV. We got enough tanga one inside Sierra Leone like a big quantity. We breeze not a shit TV.
So family, first thing first, you know, the election by now for don't forget about time, but still the panel. Not to say we like for talk about time, but you know we expect people like that of authority matter then talk will not for talker because some of us they do so now the election business, but we can't because the election, the people that will observe and we more guarantors them they say controversial. So whenever they talk, therefore count and tone out. But these are talk the way they no want low with you talk now yeah, because they know say we audience they go far and wide, large audience, and we they only or they continue for remind now for to make we keep this platform in this way. You know, a lot of people they come from Salon from some parts, they say na yando more na them platform here, not only talking point platform TPP Leon, others then like the we are and other now they get freedom for can talk and express their anger, you know. And I think not true because when you check YouTube, you go social media, it's like say they don't water down, they don't reduce because you they see a wave of news outlets and they don't say they critique the government, but now they all don't go down. And platform they no matter left, you know, talking points we had and few others that they don't left, you know. So one continue for maintain independence. So now that make sometimes so they say it's up to now and I get this platform. If now Allah will continue to do the work, they continue to do it. Some of we don't sacrifice with time, honestly. We are not bragging about it, but now this we feel say we say able to contribute with time. When are the most precious, most important thing now we give out to. So, but we appreciate that. Now, I mean, that decision we'll take. I want to listen carefully on this particular interview where the outgoing U.S. ambassador, we grant Radio Democracy. Listen carefully. We can analyze the issues and they one after the other let you get a clear picture the position of the American government and waiting the next. All right. Now let we go down. Let we get this clear. I know that sometimes not long anyway, but it will take with some time for we forget about this election business. But law continue, law listen.
The U.S. Embassy position on the elections results, and till date, we've not seen a recognition statement from the U.S. Embassy of the president-elect. Does that position still stand?
The United States is concerned about irregularities in the results that were announced by the ECSL. That includes a big difference between the ECSL announced results and the parallel vote tabulation, as well as inconsistencies that were analyzed by domestic and international observers. All of these things raise questions in our mind, not just in the United States, but really all over the world, about the integrity of the official results. And so we have asked for an investigation conducted by an independent outside source to look at the results of the elections here in Sierra Leone. In addition, we've also called on dialogue between the two parties, between all parties really, to see how we can, or how Sierra Leoneans can move forward from this towards the next election in 2028. As well, you've seen we have called on the APC not to boycott participation in the government. I put out a tweet on that, and that was probably the most controversial thing that I've done since I've been here. I got the most reaction, positive and negative, but we feel that in order for there to be a democracy, you have to have two parties. Both parties have to participate. Particularly, we have to think about the people who voted for the APC. Their voices need to be heard. And so that's why we have pushed the APC as well to participate in the government.
Highlighting the issue of transparency in the process, and you are yet to recognize the president. What do you think is the way forward in terms of the U.S. and Australian relationship?
President Bio is the president of Sierra Leone, so it's not we're saying he's not president. What we have not done is congratulated.
It's about the relationship. What would happen to the relationship between Sierra Leone and the U.S.?
Sir, moving forward, what we're doing is we're sort of doing a review of all of our programs, all of our government-to-government programs. What's not going to change is the work that we're doing with the people of Sierra Leone. It's really our focus here is on the people of Sierra Leone. So that the health programs that I mentioned before, we're going to continue with all of them. We may even expand some of our health programming. We're going to really focus on, helping people, helping their lives improve. We will continue to be there no matter what for the people of Sierra Leone.
Calling on dialogue, we've seen the president setting up an electoral reform group headed by the vice president. What does the U.S. Embassy make up of this body set up by the president, headed by the vice president, to look at or look into happenings of the 2023 elections?
What we have called for is an independent look at what happened, an independent outside look at the 2023 elections. Any commission that's headed up by one of the political candidates in the election cannot be independent or non-biased. That's just the way it's going to be. The vice president, I know the vice president, I have a lot of respect for him. I respect his integrity. But because he was one of the candidates, we don't see that as the proper means to take a look at what happened in the past and what will happen moving forward.
If you talk to government officials, they will tell you that the process will be credible.
As I said, it's just not possible for someone who was a candidate in the election to then look at the process and be not biased.
Are you doubting the credibility of the process?
I said, we have raised questions about the integrity and the credibility of the results. So we're clear on that. In order to look at that, you need to have someone who is outside of the process, who is not part of the process. That's what we're saying.
Will the incoming U.S. ambassador continue with the U.S. position on Sri Lanka's just concluded election?
Yes, the U.S. position is the U.S. position. It's not based on an individual. Certainly when the new ambassador comes here, he'll have his own style, he'll have his own way of doing things, but it's the position of the United States government, not of one individual in the government.
And one of the development programs that the government of Sri Lanka was looking forward to was the MCC Compact. And this is based on several factors. Does this election in any way affect the compact?
Yes, it does. So in the year or two preceding the compact, we were very clear with the government of Sierra Leone that in order to get a compact, they needed to have a fair, free, open, and transparent election. Sierra Leone had done everything else up to that point to get a compact. They passed all of the scorecards. In some areas, they did very well. But we said the one remaining thing would be a fair and free election. Given the fact that there are all sorts of questions about the results, we're taking a look, as I said, we're taking a look at everything, and that includes the MCC compact.
Now, confirming that the outcome of this election will affect the compacts, someone listening to you would like to know how would it affect the compact? Because after the election, there were several rumors that the U.S. government has cancelled the compact development program in Sierra Leone. Is that the case?
It's not been canceled outright, but what we're doing is we're slowing down. We're taking a pause. We're going to see what the government of Sierra Leone does next before we move forward with the compact.
What are these things that you expect to see Australian government do before you move on with the compact?
Sure. And we have communicated to the government basically what I said before. We'd like to see an outside independent look of the election, and then we'd also like to see the government be open to a dialogue with civil society, political parties, everybody moving forward.
You've laid emphasis on this independent body to look into the elections. Where do you expect these bodies to come from?
I think the preference would probably be to be outside of Sierra Leone, because inside of Sierra Leone, it's so polarized. And when I say someone independent, I mean not only someone in the government or the SLPP, but also it shouldn't be an APC partisan. It shouldn't lead the investigation. It should be someone completely divorced who does not have, family ties or ethnic ties or political ties to the government or to the opposition.
Quickly, let's look at the economy over the past 2 years. What do you make up of government activities with regards to the economy?
It's been a tough couple of years for the economy in Sierra Leone, and a lot of it is not the government's fault. There have been shocks to the system, due in part to Russia's invasion of Ukraine. Has triggered a lot of supply chain problems as well as inflation. My country has suffered from inflation as well. I mean,
all right, so Fambul, I know say so Mango, I know all the details. You can take time. Lord, we take some of the key important ones. Then we dot down. First thing we emphasize, where the U.S. ambassador emphasized 2 times, he talk about an independent investigation. He repeat them before and even where they end the statement. And one key thing where he put one notice, where I know say this we don't become notorious about, say the Sierra Leone society is polarized. In other words, we all don't get affiliation by tribe, by region, by party, by imagine, these are person outside. I don't understand the environment. That make you say, once, in fact, it discredits the attempt by government for set up a review committee for looking to the election headed by the vice president. It say, let us get them wrong, not to say he respect the vice president, a possible way of integrity according to what he say, but expects a candidate, of a possible partake as a candidate don't go head back the same commission. How we go? I go come out definitely. I mean, we don't go don't play game. You understand? Don't me not agree. Don't the ref take one of the players there? No, he say okay, we now they put una we can't try for do investigation. No try for do whether definitely not to secrets. The investigation, they how they come back, they come back in favor of the government. Another prejudge, but now I mean, come on, let's. I mean, no, not fool yourself. I mean, no, not fool yourself. You there, no get mind go talk anything different for say President Bio, the election. I know you not go talk. I know ask stuff on this stuff. So the U.S. ambassador understand this. Now make it say the need of foreign power, a foreign body where we set or then they set up for looking to. Another way he called for dialogue. He said there should be a dialogue. In fact, he said he even don't one back then, he tweets, and that tweet say he began a lot of attention where he asked APC, make them not boycott parliament. Because when you talk about democracy, you talk about political parties. But as it stands now, not only one political party, now then na parliament. Forget about those two guys there, you understand? Out of 54, we know they consent to man and they in the sense that the party say they not go represent and I had to tell for talk. Say na APC, and then parties say not to them go represent, then go they on their own. So the point what they make here is I think the man makes sense because if Julde at that commission day, any findings so them pull, it will be questionable. It will be challenging. It will be challenged by the opponents, by the APC, or from even some observer there. So for avoid that, let a neutral person come. Now that's the ambassador they say. A neutral person come because he don't study with environment. He don't study with society. We highly polarized. I mean, this is not a secret. We all know this. So, and they also mentioned, say, President Biona, Mother Biona, the president. See, it make them clear, say, they not congratulate Mother Biona, but now the president. So, Lemon then get them clear. Sometimes, le person not hope say, sometimes, not to president, but I mean, he not congratulate them yet officially, but then no, in other words, like them will then know. Well, I'm not gonna say recognize, but we think they know say that it's a president. So now they tell us say president, Mother Biona the president, then they na thing where joke with he make them clear na the interview say na the president, and also he mentioned say say there are a lot of the campaign promises themselves based on this compact 400 million where American government promised for the country that would uphold the democratic tenants there when you get different areas already within the rate you in terms of fighting corruption, human rights, or let's start the free and fair. But according to the government don't meet all of those other ones then. They don't tick all and pass the last one and then tie the MCC compound, the 400 million, on free and fair, credible election. As it stands, according to the ambassador, according to her, he said the election, it get questioned, then gets concerned because the tabulation process not be clear, and this now something where international and some local observation missions they highlight and put out. So they call on now, they say that one they get for be something where they get concerned. Though say, of course, back then that there is this event that that guy who the SLPP blogger they say, and they all get international community. It's like they don't talk behind the scene, they don't sack this man, but it's just a joke anyway because Salon no get that kind might for drive use you will not get that kind power there for drive America now country. Now we can't go, but if you drive now we don't survive. So now I had to tell for talk hereby right okay we use the Rome statute we will say something section 41 we will say the persona no grantor we will put all them big jargons in there, but at the end of the day we'll get to think I mean, we don't get my say let America come on our country, we not go get my say let UK come out. So, but it was a joke. They say American government they don't recall this particular ambassador Rema because he involved in domestic politics, but not to two. Now rotational jobs and jobs away at any time they can call you and they can send you for go do any other thing. But the point what I make here is there will be a new ambassador. Now at that point they it make it clear say regardless of who I will don't talk several times, regardless of who I see under the policy of the Americans, they know the change. Yes, the man will get in style, maybe something go tweets or maybe go, but the official, this now the official position, you don't get some clear now. This now waiting the Biden administration wants for Salon and don't communicate through the ambassador where we will talk today clearly now radio. They do it deliberately because say 98.1 widely listened radio, about that. So in other words, it send the message to all Sierra Leoneans and make people understand the position of the American government. Say America, Joe Biden administration want for make the institute an independent independent investigation where APC not for departs, not for be led by APC or SLPP or anybody within the country who affiliates with any of them political party or the government. I mean, you just want clean something. People are where they come, they can deal with facts. They tell them, then get at this information, they look into this, at the end of it, then presents them report. I think now this the American they look forward before they move on. I make it say the MCC pact, the 400 million people and be said they don't cancel and not cancel that. I say now pause them. Now pause while they watch government, waiting government they do. If government continue for going on the right side, then begin they do all the necessary steps there. They allow the investigation for go ahead and then go come out and congratulate them and then maybe then give them the money. But as it stands, then pause on it. But however, emphasize one thing. They say regardless of what the American government is still continue for support the people of Sierra Leone. Because now so they're multinational organizations here or the embassy and so they do. They still a support, then get projects there, they get projects till they don't start, then they still continue them projects. And for example, you see EU, they embark on projects, agricultural projects, and they train some farmers and help some people and skills training. They still continue. Even though EU pull official statements and congratulate Madabio, the American government also make a clear say, regardless of the outcome or that situation, then it still continue with the area, especially in the area of health. In fact, he emphasized that perhaps they might even extend a little and go give a more helping hand in moving forward in this area. So I think let me just get down there very clear that now we get to 2 months. Now we know they respect we lost them. That I make with the suffer now the country, that I make with institution in the combo, because when we put this laws in a so for be with the changer. You see why make the white man they respect themselves and then we say respect. Because one thing for us, you never respect yourself by anything. If you don't respect yourself, nobody will respect you. They respect themselves and they respect the laws. Then respect the laws. Believe me, if they not do something, then demand say something say Mother Bill, they're not going to cancel the overthrow Mother Bill. No, because you see the Yaya Jame or other dictators around the world, they don't get away with maybe something election fraud or controversy or coup. The American government, but for say officially, they can congratulate you when they know, say. I mean, then get the standard, then get the institutions like the Qatar Foundation, don't see yes. These some they monitor elections worldwide and what's in they say, then believe the institutions. Cut and short, then believe the institution. What in the institution say, now them believe in. So once Qatar no pull information further for say the election is free, credible, tabulation is correct, American government. But so well, anything can happen in the world, but we'll ever see them pull a statement and congratulate President Bill. Even if he did it up to 5 years and 5 years done, they cannot do that because now that's the policy. Then get a standard. So this is a lesson where we offer learn as a country. Now we see some of the good things and where the Americans and we development partners and they do. then trust the institutions. Law invest in institutions. Law make them become independent, regardless of who that appoints them. But sometimes with the scene I then country there, Salome particularly, when government appoint an official for run a public institution, that particular official they not get man even question the president or even the church itself, you understand? Instead, just the praiser. Now praise him when I sing praiser, then just they sing and sing praisers. Just the praise the president. And they happen. So they happen. Otherwise, there's no need for law we go into democracy, because when you talk about democracy, we can go and clip all the player all the time. Obama. When you talk about democracy, you're talking about institutions. The institution will be strong. We don't even need, according to Obama again, we don't even need in Africa strong leaders. We need what? Strong institutions, because the institutions and the left leaders, they come and go. But if the institutions are there, then we're able to fight for the ordinary person. I think now they make a lot of sense, right? All right. So we don't tap that side here. We don't talk past so. We will come back whenever we get further information regarding this one. Okay. The next thing we look at, I know say plenty of now when I know that narrata, not so plenty on I know that narrata. Well, we see some videos and they circulate in social media, and some video they show suicide only don't die. Some show side and bitter, some show side people and the talk saying so it be there. But like I say, I'll count. I just warn viewers discretion, please. The video we're about for can play, it contains some graphic. So you know and see probably blood. You go maybe switch off first and then come. Now I think now 1 minute, let me just check. I think 1 minute or 2 minutes, something like 1 minute. So at least 1 minute you go, excuse me. I'll play this one.
Why you not come here for?
All right, so Fambo, that was one of the video. Now is the other video we'll see outside only Donna. I'm not gonna play again because it's too gruesome. Outside Ledon. Well, I know we'll confirm whether I don't die, but people and say don't die. They see RIP all over the social media and say don't die. Maybe you know una in a salon, I will confirm it to you, they watch you now. If it's not true, I go confirm and for say don't die. The other like I say, I know we'll put it again because it's too gruesome. Musa they don't have streets now. Wait and see don't die. So we'll see them pictures and they. So but now listen some of the let we go over back. Let we go over this very guy back. Let listen. Waiting people in the say water.
Wherever you say day or whenever you listen to my video, na mimi nimeshakutamini Patrick Ayova Musa. I decided to make this video because of a particular issue that happened to me today this morning. Today this morning, me come work at the Candle News. Then I meet up this particular guy that they call Agata. At the Candle News. Agata see me for searching same bag. Not tell us, but you know the searching same bag. Now work come left me like I'm going becoming a student. I want to go na campus. What else you know the searching same bag? Now Agata pull left for me. It buckle me the next week they do me chain night Jack me chain come on. You know about to take my phone and me and pass. What fling up? What fling my phone? You go follow na the school compound. Thank God, my phone is scream not work. Then he left the meeting. They call. Not to see na the incident where happened between me and Ata. Had me make this particular video. I made this particular video because of His Excellency Payu Manifesto promise. You promise you say you come for fight against three things. One, you say corruption. Two, you say indiscipline and lawlessness. Three, you say poverty. Now, a particular person they around this country, a thing say is above the law. If the person commit atrocities, then who are going to police? The worst of it, look me statement to go make. Like the medical paper, this way, then they make people they wanna watch them. Inside police station, the policeman they tell me say I got in case na this country in above. They say because when they arrest them, if they get call from order from above. And me, I tell you plain, His Excellency, if the order from above not to you, if they come on, you know they do justice to the people of this country. If the order from above now from your first lady, they come on, you know they do justice to the people of this country. And now while you know His Excellency, me, now one person when a die-hearted supporter for you. I vote for you 2012, I vote for you 2018. I even turn party agent. Ask gangster and Minister of Youth Affairs. He know me. Ask him God Adaf. They know me. I work na my constituency Lomblia for you. Look me voters ID cards. This now 2012 voters ID card. Do that vote for now for you. 2018 voters ID card. Do that vote for now for you. Look me party polowa by 50,000. Look up. Hold on face lady. Now you. Look up. You see, look the party, look you. Some of you, we love you before ever vote for you. And we believe in your ideology. Whosoever way they pre arata, way because everything they call, say order from above. You know they do justice to this country. And that now one way, that one we meeting.
All right, so
Talking. Son of the soil.
all right, so Fambo, that's now one gentleman. Another again and I say SLPP all and stop them there. But like I said, this guy is notorious on these allegations around Sierra Leone. And but wait, so I think we need to remind people them for share, right? They are on a share. We need to remind them on a share before the show ends. On a lot of people and benefits now. Let people and benefit now on a push share, you know. Right now we get more than 527 viewers on both platforms. Normally by then tell they then 700, 800 going to 1,000, you know. So I believe if everybody share one self, we don't get 1,000. Not so very quick one. Allow share and allow like, you know, not free. All NTR what they do now free. Except to allow they do the NTR because you know sometimes let not be like say something are big, but it good for we. Now they keep the platform live with the algorithm, you know. Honestly, that's not the team make with they ask for, you know. But I don't know, some people sometimes some people can find it very hard, you know, or even like the program or even share, you know. But anyway, we believe in we trust in and we'll see the share. So now listen the word, now listen from the horse's mouth. The words are where they come up from at Arata himself. This is not person talking. Now listen from Arata himself.
Una lucky, that's get you on the sweat. Una ask us every question. Where is Salome get Ebola? It's actually because the Madabio, it come, it do so, and give support to Alex Koma. Because it gets epidemic, it gets coronavirus. If Alex Molex yellow people, they come and team up with Madabio and fight against coronavirus. But watch yourself, with the fight against coronavirus, the FPC, the bastard FPC, they pass around. They're going to cause Alaki. Madabio, His Excellency the President, authorities are looking for. I die for you, authorities are looking for. You don't become too narcissist. Madabio, you're a soldier. Send the combatant back. And let's come out. Et get plan Alaki now da. A plan Alaki now da. Sierra people, if let's Sierra Leone, and they come and team up with Madabio and fight against coronavirus. Look at that person today. Look at that person tomorrow. Warning, Sierra people stop. Madabio, His Excellency the President. You're a soldier. Do like soldier. A soldier is always a soldier. This is your son. True son, son of a son. And that's how Papa speaking talking. We don't pass your office now. I don't get so. No bush shaking on the same place. Before you go and fall. Like that's a fall. Before Manabi government fall. Like that's a fall. I gotta die for Manabi government to be a coward. Salute. Pastor Jimmy Songa. The son of the soil. The poor people chairman. Salute. Pastor Jimmy Songa. The poor people chairman. Respect to His Excellency President. Manabio, you know, soldier man, take combat about. And let's go on the plan like he. And let's go on the plan like he. Where's the big Ebola?
All right, so Famu, that's the message. That was Arata what he talk. It's in a cutlass also. Una be seeing clear cutlass, and there were many allegations where people and they mix it, then they kill people, then they trap people. I mean, just too notorious. This name Arata, you know, stakeholders and nobodies. And according to that man who talk, we in SLPP. He say when you do something, you can't go to police in the call and they say orders from the above in the phone call. I mean, I don't understand honestly what's kind how leaders and serious. I don't know how serious they are when it's running a government. I mean, how can when I get talk when I train them? Because you see, look at how this end now. Them picking them can never end like this. They're not the send them picking them for go fight for them. No. When the first thing can, the first benefit are they picking them first, instant. But then they keep them picking there, then guys there on drugs and give them money and use them, misuse them, and then throw them. Look this. Another video be coming back now, the same soldier team. Instead, I think instead of Fetba, instead die like Popper, then can go. There Agata be there by the video with the cry, look we now this, that. But you know. But anyway, forget about this. I want to take you back. You know, always we can the mounts for our evidence and make all the talk. And I think now one of the reasons make people respectful now. When they build for you a case so that you said will feel more confidence for talk any side said listen because you get proof. We need to talk here without proof. When they take you back to another person, we make that allegation say Arata is like they're above the law and salon. Not go to even Akisoya. Why not being Akisoya first? Because perhaps you will say na APC. But yeah, it's another person when I SLBP not to say, oh, saying na SLBP. And he prove, I mean, pull polo, all that stuff there. But anyway, logo, we are waiting Akisoya say. Yeah? Log we go on Facebook. But on Facebook, I go straight for let people and see. All right. Now, Akisoya, this, now the mayor, now in this. Now this is right. This you see the dates. If you see them clearly, now the 30th May. Now read them for you. He said yesterday, whilst I was preparing for the APC manifesto launch, there was an attack on my second vehicle, license number AVC010 at about 9 a.m. I received a call from someone in my neighborhood informing me that my driver had been attacked and my car seized by a notorious SLPP operative called Arata. I asked my security personnel to investigate the information and it was confirmed. I called the Inspector General of Police, who promised to revert. I am grateful to the IG because a few hours later, he called to inform me that my car had been recovered and taken to the Lumley police station. My driver went to collect it from there and saw Arata at the station. To my driver's surprise, Arata was allowed to leave the station without any charges, whilst my car was handed to me, to my team with extensive damage. The front bumper, the left wheel guard, and back license plate had been removed, and the back window smashed. I have reached out to the IG again to ask for his support in addressing this display of wanton violence just days after signing the peace pledge by all political parties. I also reminded the IG, this is not the Sierra Leone we want. The One Nation Manifesto commitment to foster national cohesion, peace, and unity is so desperately needed. I'll just share let's see by if the videos there. All right, I'm sorry. All right, as soon as they see, as soon as they see, these are the pictorial evidence there where it be put. You see, you see, you see. All right, but anyway, I think this is sufficient for let people understand now. Now the point what they make here is, it seems as if this talk is true. What did that man talk? That first man say, when you can go Arata na police, then they get a call from above and release Arata. The IG, the mayor, the mayor, Akisoya say he happened to her. And this man back talk and say it happened to her. So if we do investigation or we try to get a fair knowledge about the character of the gentleman, you know, go say a peaceful guy. You know, go say a decent gentleman. You know, a man where you see him, man they talk, you old cutlass, the old cutlass. And there, so they pump the president. President Bill, you know, soldier, always a soldier is a soldier. If you know, so I mean, these are some of the statements so then be the pump President Bill. And President Bill is not a soldier. The president, he don't resign. Now a civilian. Now a civilian, and I make a vote for her. Now that make the country be vote for her. Now civilian. Because if you not be soldier man, another vote for her. So for let people and pump her, then tell and say, you for be heavy-handed, you know, soldier wants a soldier. No, you don't pull uniform, you don't resign. No, Lord of Miss Nande. Not true. Once a soldier is no, you don't left. You don't left. So some of them say now misleading statement and now inciting statement to president. Maybe now that make will be they see some difference and approach towards handling maybe protesters because we should say yes, I mean a man of force, you know. But the point why they still make here is this the kind of society we actually want to live? Or they get certain people, then they're above the law? When even if there is an evidence suggesting, say, they don't commit a crime, when you carry them to police, then they just get a call, orders from above, and then it lets them go. It's disturbing. So look at in life end now. In life end, wretched. It died like pauper. If una can confirm in the comment section, say don't die because the picture they want to see, if you are like it don't die, bing bing. But like I say, another day, a picture. So I know confirm on pictures the person don't die. If they don't like it, don't die. And some pictures say they don't die outside. I don't play some of them in the game anyway. So I think we leaders need for do more. This now people picking the user, misuser. Although not what I mean people picking the sense, not to picking per se, but politicians are good in using other people and picking, not to their own picking there, you understand? You know, because if you take 8 years, you're not picking still to your parents there, you understand? Then good at taking people and picking there, use them, incite them, misuse them, and then dump them. You know. But anyway, we all put leaders in the land because honestly, Sierra Leoneans, the mentality they can change. You see what's in the happening across Africa, across West Africa. We they see instability they take place. Why? Because we leaders do not seem to be serious. Like I can't play for you, Kwasi Pratt, Secretary General of Socialist Party in Ghana. Let you listen. Carefully listen that Monday. You go see the sense in that Monday talk. You go listen. Why would they get coups in Africa? You can't listen now. But anyway, Lord just tap Nandi. The other one we'll go look at the slash I verify. Log go into run quick one. Slash, of course, una no say now the body way responsible for regulates journalism in the country. You know, the social media don't come with you. It gets in positive, it gets in negative. One of the negative, false information quick for spreading. Very, very fun. Because I mean, let's face the fact. everybody today in phone, and I mean phone in hand, you know. How many times like me, I know they would say I don't get time for our television. Believe me, for say because everything I they use my phone for do all thing. Like that they watch me all thing I they and I look a lot of people in the summer get in television now also not able to watch and say you understand. You know, if they pay for you, if they pay for it, but you know they will get because I mean you get your tablet, you get your phone. So the point here is it quick for the information spread and mislead the I mean it can damage it. So then count to thing called I verify. Now when something they mix they spread they go viral on social media, then we verify, even though themselves sludge itself gets question mark on credibility. But anyway, I think that is a good thing for April or know whether something are true whether something not to true because it's too much. It's too much for we, you know. Sometimes we're not able to know. And that make you find out safe and they observe. You can see something that don't pass social media, we know the count time because we want to take time. One CC yes, this not true because we don't want to abuse the people that I are, you know, can't just can't put anything to now there when I can't believe it, no, it go viral. No, no, make always a take with time. If we don't get sufficient evidence, we will tell you, or sometimes we can refrain for long of it at all. All right. So what thing I verify the do so slash a good thing in the app at least. Let's go there, but let's see what they say. Because this can make viral on social media. Let's go there, but let's see. All right. Okay. As soon as they see, I hope soon as they see, Sludge Salon. They say Dr. Idris Lahai Facebook post that $8 million was stolen from First Lady Fatima Bio's bedroom is unproven. Okay. Now, Dr. Sylvia Olainka Blyden, you sister, this now waiting Idris Lahabi, right? He said, Dr. Sylvia Olainka Blyden, you sister Rose, then Rose Fatima Biona, they call Rose, President Bio, they call her Jack. Rose Fatima Jabi Bio, not tell you say, person recently enter a bedroom and thief over $8 million. Uda go don't enter inside president's lodge and thief this amount of money. This happened last week. So now waiting, listen the language way Sludge used and say unproven. They not say not to two, they not say not two. Unproven that they're not able to prove it. But this particular post it go viral. Now that make them act. $8 million. But again, you go what I mean, this is not a small money. We need to talk about 800,000. Hmm? We need to talk about $800,000. But $8 million, ha, my God, this is too much. Wow. $8 million for go keep in a room. Another look, another stamp any authenticity on the comment. I'm just talking about I don't imagine the money. How person they go keep 8 million in bedroom? Hmm? And they still they wrap up. How is it possible if the bank not there for go put out, if you sign not there, or maybe I don't know. Like maybe like I say, it's difficult for us to say anything now. Because Sludge say you're unproven. That doesn't mean say not to happen. That doesn't mean say not happen. That no mean say it happen. So in other words, according to me, I know maybe some other people that get to understand, but I would say unproven. See when they able prove, then unproven. Then able proven, unproven. The $8 million, when they say they go thief na Patina Bio in bedroom, unproven. But $8 million, for God's sake, this is not a small money. Because how can election will be passed, we not even get money, we even go lend $11,000 there. Hmm? Now Guinea, Paul go lend box because they say ECSL not get money. And the powers that be, if this is true, and they put 8 million on us and $8 million left to be left unattended, or maybe unable to understand. But again, I know, my tread cautiously. And no Slash say, I quote for you from Slash, unproven. It might be true, it might not be true. So anyway, I'm not gonna talk past that. I just they try for wrap up the money in my brain. What? The money? Hey. Because I mean, anyway, this is Sierra Leone, right? Law not talk past so and small. Law will go and small. All right. Now another pictures that will make rounds on the social media, we perhaps you said don't see. Now them picture there. You see, the APC gets a meeting with the Interreligious Council, but we not even know it. If we're not following on this platform, you know, so the Secretary General be promised say there will be a meeting with some stakeholders, and he mentioned they say one of them are the Interreligious Council on this same dialogue, and APC don't willing because Dr. Samuel Kamado expressed willingness for Sidon into those negotiations and get a way forward. Perhaps now the step that don't begin take sooner, right? Now the step that don't begin take sooner. But we don't know it until them pulling. We will follow. We will continue for follow, and then we will bring them count as we get that. So now let's take a short break. We will come back and can continue the last segment, one very important clip we'll have for play. We will come just now. So I come join her back.
Attention, attention. Are you hungry for the latest insights on politics and good governance issues from the motherland, Sierra Leone? Look no further than Talking Points, your go-to platform for engaging discussions. Subscribe today and let your voice surge. Talking Points is where smart minds come alive. Subscribe now.
With Talking Points platform, you can dive into thought-provoking discussions, connect with like-minded individuals, and broaden your horizons. Be among the first to know the latest happenings in Sierra Leone. Join us today, subscribe, on YouTube, TPP Leone. Like our page, on Facebook, at Talking Points platform. It's your voice, you are in control. We believe in you. Subscribe now. Like our page. We love you.
Attention, attention. Are you hungry for the latest insights on politics and good governance issues from the motherland, Sierra Leone? Look no further than Talking Points, your go-to platform for engaging discussions. Subscribe today and let your voice surge. Talking Points is where smart minds come alive. Subscribe now.
With Talking Points platform, you can dive into thought-provoking discussions, connect with like-minded individuals, and broaden your horizons. Be among the first to know the latest happenings in Sierra Leone. Join us today, subscribe, on YouTube, TPP Leone. Like our page, on Facebook, at Talking Points platform. It's your voice, you are in control. We believe in you. Subscribe now. Like our page. We love you.
All right, so Fambul, welcome back. If you just joined me, this is our Talking Point platform. Today we'll look at issues where the outgoing U.S. ambassador don't raise the possibility of instituting an independent investigation into the elections, and we'll also look at Arata, where we see in pictures all over social media. Some guns they don't die, and I verify then gets issue with Dr. Idris Lahai about impost, and also the Interreligious Council don't meet with APC for see how best they can resolve their differences. And the last one, we can look at ECOWAS, then with USC Prats in what's the makeup of the coup na ECOWAS. Lord, listen this one. Then from there we can take on text there. Lord, listen this one.
that many of the West African leaders are beginning to look like clowns. It is also obvious that the number of them are so lawless is unbelievable. They are just implacably lawless, absolutely lawless. Look, the whole West African scenario with regards to what is happening in Niger is beginning to look like a circus. And I'm sitting back and I'm looking at the situation and I feel ashamed. I feel really ashamed, of the kind of leaders we have and the kind of circus they're running. These West African leaders, many of them, are demonstrating clearly before the world that they are not in touch with the aspirations of their people. And it's clear. Sana, this week, ECOWAS held a meeting in Abuja to decide on what to do with the coup d'etat in Niger. One of the people who went to that meeting is Macky Sall from Senegal. When he boarded the plane and flew into Abuja, what did he leave behind in his home country? He left opposition leaders locked up in jail. He left a riotous society where police were firing live bullets, rubber bullets, and tear gas against his own people who were protesting against his misrule. What authority does Macky Sall have to be discussing the matters in Niger? What double standards? It's incredible. Macky Sall going to Niger to restore democracy. Has he been able to restore democracy to Senegal, where he's coming from? It's incredible. And we're all sitting down looking at this clown, taking everybody for a ride and pretending to be what he's not. Macky Sall, Democrat. Can you believe it? He's also in Abuja planning to attack Niger to restore democracy. Does he understand democracy? Incredible. The other one who went there was making more noise than everybody else is Alassane Ouattara. Alassane Ouattara, a Democrat. And Alassane Ouattara is a Democrat. He's finished building democracy in La Côte d'Ivoire and is now moving on to Niger to restore democracy. Alassane Ouattara. Unbelievable. This is a guy who was installed by the French army. The French army overthrew Laurent Gbagbo and put him there as head of state. He is going to fight another coup d'etat. Incredible. Alassane Ouattara, who amended his country's constitution, which gave him only 2 terms, and continues to stay in office, knows about democracy, and is going to restore democracy. Unbelievable. We can analyze all of them. Why? Tinubu, his election results have not been confirmed yet. He's still in dispute. He also is presiding over a meeting of ECOWAS to go and restore democracy in Niger. What happened to these leaders? What? Are we in cuckoo's land? Unbelievable. And then the rest of them. All the rest of them. Sierra Leone. Look at the crisis in Sierra Leone today. Only last week they arrested virtually half of the military officers in Sierra Leone and locked them up because of fear. You see, Sana, I wish I could take a peep into the meeting room. These are leaders who are scared of their own shadows. Leaders who know that their misrule is catching up with them. They are so frightened, and out of their fright, their capacity to think has escaped them. So they are just there running around the corner like some bull in some China shop, trying to frighten everybody else so that they are not removed from office. They can't frighten nobody. They can't frighten nobody. And they are so lawless, it's unbelievable. Under international law, and fortunately for us, there's a very highly respected lawyer amongst us this morning. No country or group of countries can legitimately declare war on another without approval by the UN Security Council. These ECOWAS leaders, have they got a UN Security Council approval for what they are doing? They want to respect, they want to restore democracy, but they don't.
Okay, Famble, sometimes, when we consider that they talk like that, some man they miss the points. If he says until we want to support the coup, na Niger. People in faces until one supports the coup na Niger. They know them on, most of, well, imagine an extra posting, because of this posting in status. Now, one of the opposition leader in Ghana, when Kwasi Pratt, Secretary General, it go viral. We don't, all of this, what you don't analyze, so we don't talk and we don't analyze the reasons. We also don't know, this is not a recipe, this is not they make when they're done with coups in Africa. Alassane Ouattara, let's take Alassane Ouattara, the president now Ivory Coast. He don't rule 2 terms. What he do? He changed the constitution, he amend the constitution, he gives himself another. And I sit on the show. Can you imagine? The same thing way Alpha Conde do na Guinea. He don't rule in 2 terms, he changed the constitution, he killed people, then he rigged the election, he sit on it until he overthrew. Macky Sall, he locked the opposition leader, he almost want to go for 3rd term. Macky Sall, he almost want to go for 3rd term. Yes, Macky Sall na Senegal. He almost want to go for 3rd term. Protest, people then die unnecessarily later backtrack. They announce, they go again for, they contest again. But people that don't lost their life. Why? For God's sake. He said, America said, we know they respect the laws there. We not the problem. So man facing at the white man, quick and I tell that I don't remind people many times. When we be there doing secondary school days, we now technically I see myself anti-white, I hate white man. But as they develop in terms of understanding, they read, they see we attitude, how they behave, as no. Don't forget about colonialism. Don't forget about slavery, because this don't go. Now we take responsibility, not to we no more than colonize, not to Africans some of them colonize, not to Africans some of them do slavery upon. Check history, slavery hundreds on the centuries, slavery now like a part of society, a part of the norms. No stop for blame the white man then. No, we learn for take responsibility. They say the white man and not like we. But look, them people there will get a law. Tinubu in election get question mark in Nigeria. According to the law in Nigeria, Lagos, then capital city. Abuja, rather. Okay, Abuja. I think Abuja. Then yes, Abuja. All right. Thank you very much, Abuja. Abuja, the capital city. All right. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Abuja. They say before you become the president, you get for win that state day. You get for win that state day. Tinubu no win that state day. You know win Lagos. No win Abuja. You know win Abuja. So right now, Biola that opponent don't care go don't care go to Supreme Court. He don't care go to Supreme Court for make them go interpret why demand them for declare president where according to the constitution of the country before they declare you president you get for the win the capital city. So I not just understand. So you see all the people that and you might even mention when they get me again. Now they get me, now they get me. The man even mentioned even President Bill. He said, "Me man and afraid and afraid, and afraid and afraid." He said, "And they shiver." You know, because, this is panic because if you're not afraid, that decision wouldn't take. I tell you, not the zone. Yeah, first, as soon as I criticize that immediately. You understand? Before that, people I criticize that immediately. This is not a premature decision. You cannot do that. Somebody just overthrown, it gets gone, though he gets the president, not so. Don't say if you are 1 week, if you're not get 1 week, on the use force. Now, what do they don't do? They don't put they don't declare say they put the president on trial. You know, if you watch what's be happen Niger, when they overthrown the president, they're not taking phone again. They allowed communication for take place. They allow visitors then for come. People then, international visitors in the camp. It was treated fair until ECOWAS dirty the water. Then the man said, okay, no problem. Until so some decisions that I always remind we all now. This I know they talk as if me, I'm not perfect, but I mean, don't make mistakes and they. But it's good when you're not there within the scene. We're not there within that environment on the decision making. A comfortable, you see the mistake and you're able to talk. Comfortable. Perhaps I make the talk. So maybe if I be president, now the way ECOWAS, I be for the Shiva for the thing be full so. Let God not post anything full. I don't the time for the example. Maybe then rush in this decision. They rush for take this decision. Say this man. If we are not released in 1 week, we will go attack on. What say the man talk? He said no country other than the world, even as a regional, we not get power for go intervene in any other country unless sanctioned by the Security Council. And ECOWAS, I don't know if you don't get that clearance from the UN Security Council for go invade inside Niger. But look at the one where they go take decision. Ouattara, for example, Ouattara change their constitution. He survive. Condé not survive. Ouattara survive. What did you talk, for God's sake? You know, we are too much. We now we own enemies. Always now we enemies. One, you know, majority of the black man, this nothing we to observe. And I know say a lot of fun about to observe. I don't know if it's part of the DNA where I not agree to that. I don't know. We not just helpful enough in many areas. I know they say, although there are people that way, they can go the extra mile. People that will mean good for the continent, mean good for the country, exceptional people that always there in any categories. We as black people, we get issues, very serious issues. Forget about Africa. Come out of Africa. Check who side Africans in the rule and say, go Haiti, go Jamaica, the Caribbean, go who side black money, go look there. It's so similar, the pattern so similar. like Africa. I don't know how we get it wrong. That I don't want to buy this argument to them talk say nature condemn we by giving us different tribe. For example, Nasalo will get 15, 16, 17 tribe, whilst America gets probably few, or UK gets one, or other country then German get it. Now, I not just feel say God they do mistake. It just that what me think. The reason why may God give you Boku language na Salon, for example, me own country, now a blessing. Because they say there's strength in diversity. But we're not able to see, we're not able to train with eyes to see the blessing. A typical example, we get diamonds in the country, we're not able to see the benefits of it. We get iron ore, we're not able to see iron ore pass to importer. But we'll get gold on sir, I be the work on sir. If you see the eel, the iron rod, the iron ore, you see where they come, where they go pull from or they come back or they come back closer for transfer can go na pepel. You know, you get we're not able to see the benefit of the minerals. Now that make even when God give you the diversity for be a strength for we would still able to capitalize on. So man, they say nature condemn we because we able to. No, that's supposed to be a blessing. But just because we're able to see the blessing in the diamonds, we don't get no benefit out of her. That make you feel say because we the talk Boku tribe they make we not unite. No, far from that. It's all in the head. It's all about the mentality. It's all about the training. It's about the schooling. It's all about with behavior. Africans, we got a long way to go. A long way to go. I mean, what you go say with them kind of people? I mean, why are you go criticize the coup? You go criticize the coup. Yeah, I don't say go say that you're right. You go want, I'll agree with them people and they will want to say, we not for allow let coup take place. Fantastic, good, brilliant. But what about the other way they set institutional coups in Africa? If somebody thief na PZ, we they call him thief man, not to say na pickpocket. But if somebody thief na office, yes, na thief, but we can say na corruption, but na thief. So thief na thief. If somebody set coup against institutions, then na coup. The same way I saw somebody take gun, he overthrow and he set a coup. Alassane Ouattara of Ivory Coast changed the constitution. Macky Sall of Senegal, he won for third time. Pass away people and protest and die. Some man then die. I don't even know 10, 20 people and die before he reversed the decision. Now Guinea, can they kill more than 300 people? You know, will 2 times. You can't forget the moral authority. You can't forget the moral stance for talk something there. Let people and say, why make for today would they find them very difficult now this salad? Because it seems as if there is no more voice where people look for moral guarantors in order. The interreligious council wouldn't be respect years back. Now people and they don't begin to frown at them. They say, no, we will not respect them again because you know they do the right thing. So in order for let you criticize, you get forget the moral garant, you get forget the moral compass. People and get to see that integrity in you. They get to see the trust, they get to see sincerity, they get to see the honesty in you. Anyway, all right. Now you can read my text here, and I don't put so much brilliancy here on the comment section. We can not just ignore that. We can definitely can read them for now. We'll go do best. Let's see if we will put the line up. Let people that help we. Let's say kind for now. But first, always with a good preference to the text. The text has. I know why they give the preference. Someone asked me why they always say they give preference to the Texas. When we start them lately, we'll not be open the line. We know people who need to forget old bed food. Now text somebody they do until then the people are asking, we need for they allow let people in the call. So because it quite some over 2-3 months now on text, so we don't go again. I mean, we don't just neglect them, because they not be like ungrateful and people would always they try for live up to fairness anyway. So that I make always really give preference to the Texans anyway. So somebody asked me why always. All right, that's not the reason. Now I'll go up first. We'll go up, can middle, can last, and then open the line. We'll take 5 up, 5 middle, and 5 down, and then open the line. And as time that goes on, we'll continue again for it as much as we can. As much as we can. Log on the first. All right, okay. This one they come up from Aisha Kester. Blessed Wednesday to Mr. Komon-Tok and team. Good evening, family. Thank you, Mr. Komon-Tok. Thank you for your hard work. Know that is recognized and greatly appreciated. Thank you, Aisha Kester. This one they come up from Mary J. Good morning, Mr. Komon-Tok. From my side, the Golden States. May God Almighty continue to bless and keep you. Great. That's what I want to hear. We need an independent investigation, please. Thank you very much, Mary J. We appreciate your contribution as well. This one they come up from our Kumba. I would say good afternoon to you all. Good afternoon to you all on this wonderful talking point platform. How are you, Mr. Komon-Tok, doing today? Yes, our Kumba, how are you? This one they come up from Kelvin. Welcome, TPP Leon. God bless you, my brother. Yeah, Kelvin say how you do? This one they come up from KK. All right. This one they come out from Ellen Mark Davis. Blessings, Mr. Komon-Tok, Masalo. Yeah. This one, Mary J again. Please let's help support this platform financially. If 49% of us watching donate at least 25 or 25 pounds, depending on where we live, we'll raise some amounts. Thank you in advance for your support. Oh, Mary, thank you very much. Yeah, indeed. That's not something where people them for consider anyway. Una keep we independent too. Una get for keep we independent too. I not go blast we tomorrow. We will not see again. With a big, if I know the way again. So una get for keep we independent. So now consider, there are a lot of things needs to be. We know so we not reach that. We depend on a lot of work behind the scene, and we want to be more professional. We want to have more creativity, But all and it tells a lot. And honestly, this we mean what to talk for una purely put up so. Don't get the opportunity for expert because that nine democracy there about if somebody they criticize a government, not to it's particularly constructive criticism. Yes, that's I believe. Because they help. People already can surround the president. Some of them, then they care more about their job, them position, all that stuff, then they benefit for surround the president. Not get mind tell everything. But you are the far where genuinely love the country, they see something they go wrong, you get the guts for say that. And then they listen, that's not the beauty part of it. Who knows? Una no go surprise if una they see changes somewhere. Una voice there, yes, I'm not gonna call you and say what you be talked to. They don't take on board, and they listen. Now, Motamande and they think, I know say yes, and they get about themselves and they watch and they think. So, by having these sort of platforms, definitely will make a big difference. And I go, the thing they just continue to grow more and more with strength to strength, So we never know whose side they lead with to. Anyway, this one. They come up from Medmans, where they say, hello, Mr. Komon-Tok. Okay. This one, they come up from Abukam. I think the US ambassador misunderstood the president's statement. The president didn't say the National Electoral System Committee is not for 2023 elections. Well, I don't know. This one they come up from so they say a U.S. embassy has no right to be in domestic politics as they are involved now. This is ridiculous. This is beyond the scope of the embassy. This one they come up from Aisata Dumbuya. Good afternoon, Mr. Komon-Tok. Aisata, how are you doing? All right. Okay, log on at the middle side of the text. Okay. This one come up from Sheriff. They say that's why APC still have confidence. This one they come up from Abubakar, where they say, left hypocrisy. If Mada Bio na the president, why America not still congratulate Mada Bio na illegal president? All right, logo done. This one they say, Altin Jamal Jr. They say, we will always appreciate your work. And this one they come out from Sorikano, Africa is not poor, but poorly planned, organize the money. Yeah, sorry, I agree with you 100%. Yeah, we're not poor as a continent. We're not poor, absolutely. We're not poor. Anyway, let's put the line up. Let's set the system up now so that people then will get opportunity to call. Yes, yeah, I agree with you. Yeah, let's take this first caller. Yes, call outside the call from.
Anyway, now you security in Holland again.
Yeah, that's Mr. Ba.
Today I get forget you. I mean, you put number one. Thank you very, very much.
No problem. You get the platform.
And let God bless you. Let God guide you. Let God protect you again. As I always say, we are at the back. You know, I make I remind you, minding not you by religion, and because we fight something, I make still we belong to the religion. If now want to, we pray for months or 2 10 fire, majority will forget to see well the religion, be close to it. So enough is said, there are so much where they mind you, say, please, you are let God not change you, and let you not change. Because now you get the last, not for God to God, they give you with senses. Anything we do, is the only responsible. We not blame nobody. Now we self for responsible.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go to the point. We country God give we all to for take benefit we self like this one. But because we greedy, we don't want share. Now they put for all this massive. Waiting this government they do so right now, not to the startup. APC said we don't do it.
Yeah.
Under the one party system, most of them will be the go school or not born it. We can get many self information when I say Mobangura, I'm the lady, black or the name, down my then and then we get what you they call informant. We know to we they pay. We go get information about people that we lost their job, we they humiliate some man, they embarrass and anything. And we still continue this year because now the people and the attitude problem we get. We none of the people alone, including me, with your mama at big houses. They go to sell business.
Yeah.
Like you run that country now. If not to that, law and law. This government on no compromise on not just now the US Embassy, European Union, this that. Not until today don't start. And they tell you for security, the embassy make coup, then go kill people them. Everybody make the embassy, then condemn the killing. Then send talk them because we get talk them another country today. You see the youth, they abuse the youth so much. Give them drug, give them rum, send them for US embassy, then go claim up. Outside the flag, they then check them. Most of them people in there, they tell you now, they kind of after that stuff on power. That part is Saloma attitude. They don't say what in people are they talk now for let happen again. Because if this president gets away with waiting don't happen so. You know what will happen next? Nobody don't know. So we like the stake. Because we like the stake. Now we try to stop waiting they go on so. The president, if you don't get to that, the supporter, what you want to go this year, they get the cover them. Where they work with. You don't see in Chairman and Party what he talk. But then if I don't fire and the shame day. But it's still there the man tell you say whatever me decide, now the president they do. Whatever one now the president they do, the presidency don't they. Still that man they did. That man they say they don't ever give up power to talk. Then I then talk there, you want to talk to for make peace. Well, now we look, me not trying to peace, I hate peace, bad one, because I so found that. But this is a democracy business. Me have been NDP man, NDP, the party scatter, decided that all your friends NDP. This place I am, now we get them. If I call them this majority to blend, I would deputy that is for fun, smart now put an America, na salon. But Saloma attitude a problem. In a leadership number one, how can you imagine Alpha Vice President they will talk say, imagine. Me na post people give me Vice President, President former Vice President. Imagine. After one day, I saw you over the long list of here.
All right.
This man went to join Parliament, then they share the same name. Now that yes. And it is careful and shameful. People don't know the shame. Say the first thing I talk to in our morality we not get shame until we know you get shame in that country. You see, legality and morality are two different things. Not to what you get right for do you for shame. The shame is pass within the law. But we not get shame in that country. So anyway, like all this subject, that's your one.
All right, thank you very much.
Let God give this country back.
All right,
thank you very much for the opportunity to give me. Now, attitude and for in that country. Until we attitude, change, salute the duty.
All right, thank you very much. Okay, we'll take another caller. Yes, caller outside the call from.
Good afternoon, Mr. Komon-Tok. How you doing?
Good afternoon. Who's the call from?
I call from Bangladesh.
All right, you get the platform. You get 2 minutes plus.
One thing
we not very clear.
Okay, I first comment on the money where they say the president money where they say that.
No, not the president in WEF.
And then this time, he gets the money. What if the president get and the rest get her? How will they go cheap for it and that oath? Will they go and go shame me like him? Ever since we start, we know we step back alone. We don't ever go and talk to them. But this government, it is so sad. They go and go shame alone, they go put me like the lowest point for go and box the way that go back. Even if they just tell damn news with the company, they will make for me. But the left way they go like him for go shame me. What's the go shame? I know that you know it. And I know that you so sorry for saying this, but here it's supposed to be. How mad at you? Not get 1998. I think they're all day. They think the same way. All is supposed to be. But I said, it's supposed to be because they're supposed to be meaningful one day. They know they ever want to see mad at you.
You get 30 seconds more.
And then that's where you talk about Africa. You see, I like the way we analyze this system. Now we the black people there, now we get problems. Don't forget about the the white man. Look what them they do. Look how they deal with their government them. Now tell me, if we are all not credit, who that go call una forgot of peace? How they go call man forgot of man peace? How? So when people in the valley they say we depend on the white man. When we just have to look for them. Because the young people they let me down every place that they're so selfish. You see? Somebody like about that you look at every light. It rigged the election.
All right. Thank you very much for your contribution. All right. I'll take another caller. Yes, caller outside the call from. Hello?
Hello.
Who side they call from? All right. You get to the platform. You get 2 minutes. Go ahead, please. Yeah, you did loud. Yes, you did loud. Loud and clear. You're live. I don't know if you're from Wuyon Sayo, but today, you know they get you. All right. Yes. Yeah, they get you. They, go ahead. All right. Thank you very much for your contribution, brother. All right. God bless you. Yeah, God bless you too. All right. I'll take another call. Yes. Call outside the call from. All right. You get 2 minutes plus.
Okay, for me, waiting our listener and waiting make me very excited. And the fact that the main opposition, APC, don't open now to dialogue with the government to ensure see the type of people the way forward. That is very much important to the political development of a country. Because political solution is far supersede that of a court solution. So in as much as we don't come to this point, I believe all the facts will be laid on the table and all the issues will be discussed. And then the truth around everything happen, it will come to the fore. Because for me and you, we all know say there are irregularities in elections, and the elections were stolen. And so all the truth to be on the table is from as obviously people in the talk say a run of the election. Somebody will still be not for get that opportunity or partake in something everybody will try for make sure say for free and fair. Because in this situation, if you don't seek, what you deserve a punishment, sometimes jail time. They call ballot stuff you know some of the things that prepared in this election. Like criminal offense and they're liable to a long time jail time. So all the people that were responsible with the by the stealing and all that, therefore arrest them because there are laws in this country. Let them go behind the bars. So in as much as this dialogue don't open, I think that is a very big plus for waiting the happen at this country. For the first time, we really have made the decision we the APC take, not for going to courts. Because the political solution is the best. For every solution, whether for the election, political crisis. I want to sit on the table. You get global bodies there, global institutions, they're all able to watch and listen and make sure that they guide the process. And very much important for all get a fast solution, a speedy one, and we will be able to build a solid foundation for the development of a country, political, social, and economical. I think this is a very brilliant thing we don't happen. And we as the Alliance, we really give kudos to the opposition, APC. We stand in ground, not for take stealing, not for doing deception and lies, but they stood the ground for make sure the right thing happen. So this is my own position. Thank you very much.
Thank you for your contribution. All right. This one, they come up from Ahmed Koroma, where they say, God says he created us all from a single pair of soul and made us into nations and tribes so that we may know one another and not to despise one another. Quran 49-13. Yes, brilliant. Thank you, Ahmed Koroma, for reminding us. Yeah, when people can say God curse we, no, God not curse we. This is not a curse. Nature not curse we. Now we curse ourselves. Yes, call outside the call from.
Hello, I call from Sierra Leone, Kenema.
All right. You're right. You get the platform. You get 2 minutes plus.
Yeah, first of all, I tell you plenty thank you, and all the one they were in the advocates for like democracy stand as Sierra Leone. Really appreciate that to Glady. So the only thing we made us see Sierra Leone, this kind of thing we don't happen, so like this don't happen, so no action not taken, just a talk. At the end of the day, then say dialogue don't open. With the time, it must repeat back. As president, no, the not set president against the 101, so like we get for repeat back. So Sierra Leone, we get more for do. The quality speed don't happen, so then be supposed for at least no we see if the independent way then the independent body where they appoint for investigate issues, like they say no government person know they but I understand say that the vice na the head of the committee for investigate waiting don't happen. How you go be candidates at the end of the day you investigate matter way that you will favor. Independent nobody did. So like I go there with that's happening.
Thank you very much for your contribution. All right, I'll take another caller. Yes, caller outside the call from.
Hey, Mr. Komon-Tok, how are you, sir?
No bad, pa. Outside the call from.
I come from America.
All right, Ahmed, you get 2 minutes.
All right, wonderful. So, I want to begin with another time talking with talk, but I think say just the segment before that, you really hit the nail on the head when you talk about say the institution in our country, them broken. You understand? In a sense that we not forget any kind of mob justice in our country. Because that they break down a lot of things that way they go on in our country today. We civilians them and they don't need to take issue that they can hand at the hand with because say because somebody don't do something, you get for revenge and killing. What's the example what they said for the beginning? What's the example what they said for we serve as a country? The next thing, since time short, that in Nigeria coup, you also get some very, very good points there in the sense that because the institution are all broken, you realize say the people that way they go for who take care of Nigeria, the SSF don't get any grant for Timapa because they're all corrupt, or majority of them. We talk about BO, we talk about the president of Nigeria, they all get their own issues there. So they don't really get any more grounds for Timapa for saying, who not get for go. The other aspect we have to touch on is the fact that I think saying a common mistake from wrong, because I don't hear a lot of time they say white man them.
You get 30 seconds more.
Okay, yeah, I don't hear you, but they say white man them. But I think say when they talk about the advanced world, America, the British, the Britain, we also get black people that we very, very capable to make changes there, and we understand institution and we work on our country there. So I would say maybe the advanced country then instead of white man then. But I think say because I run out of time, I will listen to more of what you talk about. Hopefully one of these days I will be lucky enough to get back on and talk to you now. But yeah, we just need to work on the institution there.
All right, thank you very much. Thank you for your contribution.
Take care. Thank you.
All right, okay. We'll take we'll miss this caller. All right. This one, okay, we'll take another caller. Yes, caller outside the call from.
Hello, Mr. Komon-Tok. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening. What's that you call from?
I call from the West.
All right, you get 2 minutes. Go ahead, please.
Okay, my own point is that Mr. Komon-Tok, one thing we know, for example, you say you do today, why make you do it? Because of the law. The law now make you sit on the country who say you did today, either in England or whatever country. So any African man will come there in the West today because of the law. And when you don't enter inside the law, you oblige for make you enjoy whatever facilities where the people in the West, where they enjoy, you oblige to that. As long as you don't enter inside, the law don't allow you for make you sit down at the West. You get right for enjoy whatever facilities. But we have problem now, African, we wicked to we self. Now wicked, we wicked.
Yeah.
Not so greedy, we greedy. Because one elder didn't tell me, he said there is a difference between somebody who is wicked and the one who is greedy. The one who is wicked, when the man they explained to me in Timini, he said and say, oh, where he did, or where he back it before. The one who is wicked, where before say, now in wicked, now in before say, if they outside, if they eat, they share the food. But the one who is greedy, when they say he did, they eye. But as long as you see him, at least it is share. It is share the food with you, or whatever to you get. But why make it hide from you? Because you know why share. But as long as you share, it is share with you. Likewise, the West, the people, as long as you didn't have the law don't allow me to live at the country. Whatever facilities, it is jam. That means they're greedy, but as long as you didn't say, but we are Africa, we wicked to we say, they see brother, but you wicked am. It's a wicked, the idol. The one when you can see what you do, it's a wicked. When I could explain to we Sierra Leoneans, more especially we Africans, then we the wicked, we brothers them. We know that law for we each another. If we show that law, that compassion for one another, we don't go suffer rich so. But we prefer for wicked young brothers there. So I met to those in authority, and I get sympathy for the young ones there. And the young ones there, but as the old ones they go, they grow with this same mentality, with this same ideology.
You talk brilliant. You talk brilliant. You talk brilliant points. Yeah. So I will add for you 30 seconds more because you talk some brilliant points. Go ahead.
Yes. So if the elders them not change that wickedness the way they show today to the young one there, if their elders them they don't pass away. These young ones, the way they come up, the youth them, they don't use to that same mentality, they will ever continue. And so the cycle will continue. So those in authority, they are let them left that wickedness day. Let them go, they show that compassion to the young one, let them teach the young one, good things the way they self go learn. The time when they get for country in authority, they self go learn them good things and they go, as long as they not change that rotation, and so it will ever continue. I mean, contribution, Andy. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you for your contribution. Brilliant one. Yes, we get another caller. Yes, caller outside the call from.
Yeah, this is Abdul call from United States.
All right, Abdul, you get the platform. You get 2 minutes. Go ahead, please.
Yeah, thank you, my brother. Thank you for the good job. Ratty in situation, waiting happen to Ratty, if not who say don't die. It will be a lesson, not only for the talks then, But for even the politician, the way they back them, this will be a lesson. You know one thing kind here for happen Sierra Leone. But my brother, we all make effort. They make an effort and they take big risk. But I will tell you this, not that I hate my country. I don't see hope for Sierra Leone in the next 5 years. Waiting the US ambassador say he hit right on the head. I've been calling you one time where you tell me say, well, I believe they say it's for boycott. And you tell me say, hey, you think say that's go right for we country. The heart's been so warm, I tell you say better. Rather be once all make it take all. Okay, we don't see time after time waiting there. Where you want let something be serious in a country, where changes want take place. You not Imam Peking, you know this. That's what they call true. If you address true, you address more than 90% of the changes or things that will for happen good in your life. And that not the happen at Sierra Leone right now. I go bet you if the president gives speech today about the election and things that will happen about the economy right now, they lie. He must lie. If you call lawyer for address this situation genuinely, then go lie. The CSO, then go lie. The policeman to photo before they lie on them. Now they force the dossier with the lie. I mean, the dishonesty plenty in Sierra Leone. It too plenty. Some country then they for make you lie on police officer or other people in a crime. But we country in a right for life and people in it. You know, but we go for address that's what they call true. If we're able to take care of them, we're not going for address and totally. But if we go halfway, I will tell you, I will lift me up and say, tell God thank you. Salon din at the right side. Thank you, bye.
Thank you very much for your contribution. Okay, let's take another caller. Yes, caller outside the call from.
Hello. Hello, Mr. Komon-Tok. How you do, sir?
I'm doing fine. Outside the call from?
I call from Sierra Leone. I mean, I'm a concerned citizen.
All right, you get 2 minutes plus.
Okay. Mr. Komon-Tok, I'm glad for the program. God go bless you for waiting you do so. I just want to go straight to the point. Some of them we lead at the out, so we see like fashion, like you want common power, you know. Some man now waiting he don't do. Some man waiting he don't do, you know. It just stand like leopards, you know. Say leopards, where they eat the copy animal them. We next come they afraid for Lidona ground. And right up they go, they claim right up they go Lidon. So now the bad way they do make it afraid. So now just like you be church one side, we one I don't know we say a member of now a candidate member we be the try for talk about one issue about president there. So now just like that, you know, some of them we leader there. They keep now the bad thing the way they can do make they can afraid for less power. You see, make they can extend the time they come with another new constitution where they say it go favor itself. You see, so now that's my main contribution. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you for your contribution. All right, okay. We are running out of time now. Let me try to see or accommodate some text here. Truth up, bro. This one, the world is laughing at us. Sir Mr. Williams, because we Sierra Leoneans know the truth. We all know the truth. We all know what is going on in Sierra Leone. All right. I'll take this call again. Yes, call outside the call from.
I call from Medina.
All right.
My name Abdul.
Okay, Abdul, you get the platform. You get 2 minutes plus.
Thank you. My brother, we country, I think we chase up to 8 million population if we not pass. If out of the 8 million, let me not take away, out of the 8 million people there, somebody get chance, they vote you in for 5 years. I think that'd be big blessing now one day. If you play with that blessing, they find you all and find that blessing. And then I go give you back the mandate. Forget another term where they make 10 years. The big blessing. Now 8 million, imagine. And the educated one them, way be say they're able they're capable for be leaders then. Now the country, them at least them pass 500,000 or 1 million. So if you get a luck there, you get one time. If you all and find you, all the people and find you, go make for work for the country. There is no need no day for let you thief elections. No need no day for let you even begin a campaign for a second time. The second time now in the campaign for you now do it to you first time. So, but what you don't see in Sierra Leone this past 5 years to this coming now, this season 2 of another 5 years. That's also trouble no more with people in the sea. Then now the world don't doubt everything about this election. And so, but we stakeholders in Sierra Leone, excluding the religious leader, they're not honest. Now then they cause this problem here, so they're not they talk to. They're not they talk to at all. We stakeholders then. Now then they cause this problem. They like it today. Now a shame on them. Shame on them. I listened to the audio of the interview of the American ambassador in Sierra Leone. I listened to them. Now a big shame to them. A big shame to them. I thank God we know they among them. For them, I before bury the face na ground because for them you mix parent kind that barutin there so then including all. And the American ambassador alight them. My big shame to them.
Yeah. You know, it'd be shameful. They say nobody for say the one no country, nobody who know they who go team up now. We not get nobody who go make peace for we.
It's too shameful. I tell God thank you. Me one non-family person no they me papa don't die. I don't get no big sister, they no uncle they. So me I tell God thank you. So no mix for them kind shame them they. So that is big shame to them. I hope who said that they know that say that a shame to them. Then I crooks them. Then I wrote them to that nation.
All right, thank you very much for your contribution.
When we then at the diaspora, where we they point out the truth because we don't get see the truth now. So then they say we bad now they feel problem of that country day. But now just another foreigner. We not to Sierra Leone and say, you know the APC, you know the SFP, you know the no party. Now you don't point out the truth, so you don't tell them. So now a big shame on them. Big shame on them.
All right, thank you.
So now that's my own contribution.
All right. Okay, let's take another caller. Yes, callers. Okay, don't miss this caller. This one they come from Adja Uri, who they say, true, my brother, we blacks are very selfish. Many of us are greedy and want everyone else to be below them. The rich stay rich. All right, so we'll take another caller. Yes, caller, outside they call from.
Hello?
Yeah, outside they call from.
Yeah, I call from London.
All right, you get 2 minutes.
Yeah, Komon-Tok. My own contribution what I give so far, Now for tell you thank you first of all for this brilliant program we offer, and also for make 1 or 2 points because already few speakers they already don't say exactly what I want to say. You see, Sierra Leone a blessed country who get all mineral resources, who get all facilities, good soil for make agriculture, also than most other countries like them in Niger, then countries and they would in the Sahara Desert to not get nothing also. But we the people who God create and put in that country, we get this way and we are the most wicked people. Even at the diaspora outside people and they instead you deal with Sierra Leonean person also, you prefer to deal with somebody else when I foreigner because a Sierra Leonean person where you will get you call and you place for work or waiting now we can affect the carpet today.
Mm-hmm.
And that not to just my own experience. Several people are not talk that now are waiting at stop.
Yeah.
So you see people you say the wickedness of Sierra Leoneans they would they pull up from the country, they even bring a car abroad now people country there. So you they find out say this country is very, very difficult. And mother be old on Canada country there. It totally don't mess that country there. I feel so sad. Then past days why they see people they go protest. They pretend like say they go protest, they put placard or waiting up for say everything all right now around you. Well, una say if you not come on say if you not get family say you not get no if you don't get no connection at the place they say. But you get for be sympathetic with the ordinary person who not able to buy one cup press for almost 1,000 for feeding picking there. If you dey outside of Sierra Leone, you dey enjoy, you dey live a good life. But think about you people who you left in Sierra Leone also.
All right.
A lot of people and they suffer at the place.
Thank you very much for your contribution.
Too wicked. So come on, talk. But thank you so much for you. Now this time you contribution.
All right.
We people and too wicked. We too wicked to wicked.
All right. Thank you for your contribution. All right. We'll take another call. All right. Okay. All right. We don't miss this one. I think maybe the last lucky caller this for today's program.
Alhamdulillah, Rabbil Alamin. When the last lucky caller, Mr. Komon-Tok, always I want to talk. The company viewers, they all don't say that. I just tell you plenty. Thank you. So, thank you again. Thank you for the energy. Thank you for the good work. Then they come, as anytime when they come online, they are telling the night, oh, they watch the program, say tomorrow or next month they come online,
Okay.
they're okay, but no that day. So long not go be watch they watch and check and watch and last week, but that's back it happened. So yesterday back it happened. So they are big. I will tell you, when people go, oh, tomorrow will come online or next month they come online. Lord, we know that. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you very much for your contribution. Thank you. We appreciate it. All right. So, Fambule, we don't close the line now. We don't clock 2 hours now. I know say, always talking they done, but it's good how they do the engagement. Very, very important because I think then say sometimes no matter how you had one, if they allow you for cry, if they allow you, cry can be different way. For talk self and I cry, it translates as cry. If they allow you for let you not live on left on a chest, that's against self therapy, it go to the talk. And I no doubt, I not able to understand where the problem actually lies. When you listen to Sierra Leoneans, a good number of Sierra Leoneans, they really see the passion of Sierra Leone, they love the country, they are smart people, but I not just know where we get it wrong. I'm able to just know. I'm able to know. I'm not able to understand where we get it wrong. I'm not able to just get it wrong where at least a small country with so much potential, I'm able just, sometimes at the situation, what's how we get it wrong, for God's sake? That's what say we like white man country for consider that inside there. No, the climate are not favorable for we. Cold climates, we like we sun, we like we sun half cold. It's okay for us, but we need home is not okay. That make we run away can inside there. But again, when you remember you left your country, you see now, not the same gone, not the same gone. How them people get it right? What did they do get it right? And what do we they do when they get it right? I think that there could be like a research, because I know a lot of research don't they talk about that. But I mean, if we get a research that's supposed to produce a new knowledge, not so, according to the One Away Land book, the new knowledge for be something where we go borrow, implement, but if the new knowledge not get no impact, no value, not useful. So I think we have to put forth those research behind. We come up with new research and try to investigate, because it's very important for we do a research. Today, what to make for the white man and they ahead of we? No, they talk about this energy bizarre, they talk so fear, this, that. Maybe in the next 20, 30 years now from the sun, China, as soon as they follow news, China, they don't create artificial sun. Now, what does this mean? China therefore produce unlimited electricity, unlimited energy. And now they change everything about the world. Then create for the first time that yes, the Europeans they said they can race for create artificial sun. But the artificial sun, the one that we don't succeed for do the trial, now China there. In fact, then like, let's just put on for me, people that don't understand. The power, the heart of the sun, the core, the main side, the artificial or the artificial sun, that when I say artificial, not so for the underway go book because someone will say, no, and they talk about me, people they will not understand that big English here. Artificial, now thing where motaman they make. The motam Chinese then falamakata the sun all the watch show. Where we say, not get my watch and say 1 minute. Where you can just watch and no more pass make you eyes so. They don't create artificial sun when are the maker, Chinese man are the maker. It ought pass the one way God make. It won't pass the God. But not to say that like they try for challenge God, not to that at all. They try for see no more the energy, the plasma where the sun can release. They know say forever this don't pass 30, 40 years we white man, we were scientists and they find way for harness that particular and they study that if they will get half of no more, it don't solve a problem. So China don't be one of the country where don't successfully test a second stage of creating artificial sun. Now the point I want to make here is, them people are now out of research and succeed. So not of all can copy it again, but we can start from Musaudi. Let we be sincere, do a thorough research. What we do as a nation, we will not get right. I think if we get serious civil society, these are some of the engagements for the kids. A brilliant point on how they put. Someone say now we attitude. Someone say when Tijanka Banka, he says Solomon get bad heart. You know, say bad heart. Indeed, Solomon get bad heart. We get bad heart. Look one call I talk. I agree with that caller day. Solomon, I mean, we don't generalize, but majority of Solomon, if they do something, you see sometimes people in the beginning want you. Even when they do this, people and they some man, it just gets bad at no more. So man just want, if you're not to let spoil. If not to let just spoil. What's not to let just spoil? Even for support now, if the fair way, instead of you criticize you positively, constructively, and show you some suggestions, if you do, they pull you down. This is Sierra Leone. So now one, another people and say greedy, another people and say wicked. And so if we don't get all into, we do thorough research, we go from turn to turn. Maybe sincerely we collect into here, we try to put that into the educational system. Another call where I buy the idea say if you like a rotational, if we leaders will be one there, not chichri, how for be compassionate, how for do the right thing. Where we say come, we go likely copy because we can say okay so far because what picking see big man they do not they do. If you the same picking for go buy for us, if you the smoke, no, the same picking for go buy for his cigarettes, that picking the most likely get for smoke. Most likely. Pass God director, no, but most likely get for smoke. So if we don't get everything, we put her in that kind of format, sincerely as a nation, what will they get right? And what will they get right? And how for build upon that. For example, this intermarriage, a good thing for we. Religious tolerance, a good thing for we. How will improve upon this? We put her as part of a curriculum. I mean, I don't understand why we not get we people away really for the celebrate for us who not get in our schools there. I mean, pass December PS on pass you pass a read porter half a flash no more than forget the Bible then half then a flash no more than flash you. These are subjects. Where we say subjects. We name them send the PS subject. Bible is subject. You know what they do to that picking? They instill a value. They put some, they know the impact really creates. You see the Americans, the black Americans, then facts for make sure say some movies where primarily will be taken say, for example, they're mermaid, they say Wamiwata. Now then they say representation matter. Then for create a black mermaid, black Mamiwata. Because it good for the picking, not for the black Americans where they talk, not for them. Then they look out for them picking them. Because I mean, look salon, where be the small one? The baby they wanted the couch now black baby there. why make for you see all man be Anton White, bleach, the paint, because what's in don't, I mean, what's in don't unbug the brain with. Why make for people, all man is, all man wants to possible, because even the baby there, the toy baby there, you know, I can then drive Memuna there, now white, for later, now recently, they see they make a black baby all white. So it matter. So education means a lot. What you would teach the picking there means a lot. You know, Imam Khomeini in Iran, when he talk about in evolution, they say, in believe in the students there, now they get for can make the change. Go to Iran, then they on serious sanction, but to know they cry for angry. Go Iran. So, I mean, I know they give up on Sierra Leone. Always they tell people I believe in Sierra Leone. I just feel say this engagement what they do so as a nation, as people. If we were serious, we will get somewhere for start. There's always a starting point. Of course, the Chinese proverb tells you say a journey of 1,000 miles starts with one single step. We can start somewhere. Or even we don't say we can start, Lord just know who's how we get this thing wrong as a country. Who's how we get it wrong. There must be answers to this. Not to hate God hate we. No, God no hates we. God like we. God like we. Anyway, let's take a few more texts there and then we'll close the program for today. This one they come out for Annie Nathan, who said where I used to work was headed by white people and they protested against the people until they leave and everything just went down to not even until today. This one they come out from Alu Simon, sorry, African is not a democratic country, my brother, I think you can't talk. This one, Joseph Bangura, yes, Mr. Komon-Tok, you are the next president in Sierra Leone. Joseph, all right, we know the 90 win a good thing. This one they come from G4, where they say that Tinubu bio copy so for TIF election. This one they come up from Mr. Monkeypox, so they say do not trust the US government to do anything. All right, okay, guys, okay, I think. All right, you know there are a lot of okay. This one they come up from Mishma Kamara. If people are stealing $8 million from Fatima's bedroom, it means there is more money in their more money in that house. This one, I mean, that's a nothing but greediness among most leaders. All right. So, family, we tell now all we don't text, we don't put brilliant contribution. Always at the reminder now. If I don't read the text, no means it's not important. Just that sometimes impossible for to read it all. And you might have educated somebody down there. You might have shared something will beneficial to other person. And that's not the essence of us having these community. We're creating a sense of community among ourselves. Look, another caller call say, if you know they come, tell we say you know they come. Just that's the family. You know, we are building something serious. You know, I mean, some people don't know themselves now. Yeah. Apart from this platform, other platform, they greet themselves. You know, social interaction, they build up friendship. Who knows? You know, it might lead to something else. I mean, for some other people. So it's good that at least we have conversation, at least for say the truth as it is. We are not perfect, na talking point platform. We make we own mistake then, you know. But however, with the bill on them thing, they make always would ask for feedback, you know, back behind the scene. I see there was a video put back then when old video we will not be get, and that I make always what they talk, they left room You understand? We left space. We count a video now, when our old video, but we just put them because they make it people and say our old video. We appreciate that. We tell them, say, Nami could not comment. But the point where they make it, they get feedback. People and they tell we, I mean, apart from the praises, it's okay. I know it's fine, but again, sometimes they find we get honest criticism, because and they were able for grow more, for we improve on the graphic on the CISO, the platform entirely. So, like I said, this is for us, as people. All right, so Fambulela Tapia. Tomorrow, we go come back. We definitely come back by God in power. We will come back with something interesting. And I'm not saying we're not sit down for something not way interesting for talk. Always. All right. Always that they remind yourself, I think it's time for now they land this one. Waiting at democracy. Yeah? All right.
To stop pretending that countries that just hold an election where sometimes the winner somehow magically gets 90% of the vote because all the opposition is locked up or can't get on TV is a democracy. Democracy depends on strong institutions, and it's about minority rights and checks and balances and freedom of speech and freedom of expression and a free press and the right to protest and petition the government and an independent judiciary and everybody having to follow the law.
Attention, attention. Are you hungry for the latest insights on politics and good governance issues from the motherland, Sierra Leone? Look no further than Talking Points, your go-to platform for engaging discussions. Subscribe today and let your voice surge. Talking Points is where smart minds come alive. Subscribe now.
With Talking Points platform, you can dive into thought-provoking discussions, connect with like-minded individuals, and broaden your horizons. Be among the first to know the latest happenings in Sierra Leone. Join us today, subscribe, on YouTube, TPP Leone. Like our page, on Facebook, at Talking Points platform. It's your voice, you are in control. We believe in you. Subscribe now. Like our page. We love you.
Attention, attention. Are you hungry for the latest insights on politics and good governance issues from the motherland, Sierra Leone? Look no further than Talking Points, your go-to platform for engaging discussions. Subscribe today and let your voice surge. Talking Points is where smart minds come alive. Subscribe now.
You must listen very carefully to your enemies, because sometimes they tell you the truth that you do not want to hear but need to hear. Sometimes you are surrounded by a coterie of people who pretend to be your friends, but they are not. They are friends of the office that you hold and the things and the doors that you can open for them. That requires discernment. That requires detachment. That requires focus. That requires selflessness. That requires intellectual firepower and spiritual contentment. Easier said than done. You know, power, it is said, corrupts, and absolute power corrupts absolutely. But I remember the great Tanzanian President Mwalimu Julius Kambarage Nyerere used to say that when you are called upon to serve, remember that you are not necessarily the best, but you've been given the honor and privilege of serving. That is why we call you honorable. That is why sometimes we even call you Excellency, not because you are excellent yourself, but we expect you to do excellent things. If you surround yourself with the wrong people who will continue to worship you, very soon you get used to being worshipped, then you become a demigod and you become hostile to truth and you become attracted to flattery. The strength of character is very important, and power does not change people. Power reveals who you truly were or truly are. I've interacted with individuals even across this continent, men and women who mean well and they serve well. I was telling a friend of mine who is a senior politician in Kenya that one of the greatest hallmarks of a servant leader is that when he or she receives a letter from a citizen, he or she acknowledges the letter. And I've dealt with many African heads of state, and to their credit, quite a number of them, they will cause the letter to be acknowledged. In Kenya, which is my country, you write to leaders, they never respond. Never. Because there is arrogance, which is tragic. So what must one do when one gets into public office? Humility must never abandon you. I've had the opportunity myself of serving in public spaces in this country on 3 different occasions. And in my view, have never changed. I've always realized that power is temporal and that you only do your bit and leave. As William Shakespeare once said, all the world is but a stage. We have our comings and goings. If you remember that, you'll remember to always have humility as your shadow. Most African politicians, I'm very reluctant to use the word leaders when I make reference to most African politicians. They occupy positions of leadership, but they are not leaders, most of them. First of all, the intention with which they enter into leadership is the problem. They seek office because they love power and privilege and opportunity that it provides to them. They want to become wealthy. And the easiest and shortest avenue to wealth in Africa today is public office. With the minimum effort, you become a multi-millionaire. They go there in order to be worshipped. And they go there not to do the right thing. And once they have been in office, they do so many wrong things that it becomes dangerous for them to leave office. So their continued occupation of office is also to ensure that they enjoy immunity that comes with office. But when you are a good leader who does the right thing, you do not fear to leave office because nothing has changed. And I've seen leaders of that ilk in this part of the continent. And there are quite a number of sprinkling of leaders who have left office and are doing great things. Joaquim Chissano in Mozambique. Ifikepunye Pohamba in Botswana. People like my good friend Jakaya Mrisho Kikwete, Ali Hassan Mwinyi in Tanzania, Benjamin William Mkapa, Joaquim Chissano, as I've said, of Mozambique. These are people who have left office and nothing is happening to them because they are men and women of integrity. John Mahama of Ghana. There are quite a number of them now across the continent who do not fear being out of office, and they are doing great things once they leave office. But there are others who will never leave office because the day they leave office,
Attention, attention. Are you hungry for the latest insights on politics and good governance issues from the motherland, Sierra Leone? Look no further than Talking Points, your go-to platform for engaging discussions. Subscribe today and let your voice surge. Talking Points is where smart minds come alive. Subscribe now.
With Talking Points platform, you can dive into thought-provoking discussions, connect with like-minded individuals, and broaden your horizons. Be among the first to know the latest happenings in Sierra Leone. Join us today, subscribe, on YouTube, TPP Leone. Like our page, on Facebook, at Talking Points platform. It's your voice, you are in control. We believe in you. Subscribe now. Like our page. We love you.